Of the Art of Freedom for Conscious Living and Masterful Artistry. This video is actually just a short test because I've been having some connection issues using different software, and I just want to make sure that when I am ready to make a real video going live in multiple places that my stuff works. So right now I'm hoping I'm on YouTube and on my Facebook timeline and in my Facebook group, The Musician's Advantage with Jennifer Roig-Francolí. And since I'm here, I'd also just love it if somebody's watching. If you want to just say hello and tell me where you are seeing this, I would be very grateful. And there's always a bit of a delay, so I'm just going to keep chattering for another few minutes just to see if anybody's here, because I really want to know where this video is showing up so that when I do, like I said, when I do a real live video instead of this test video, I want to make sure it's working. Okay, so I'm seeing somebody that is on Facebook. Here somebody says, Bonduel, hello? Hey, I'm so happy you're here. Can you tell me, please, are you on my Facebook profile? Are you in my Facebook group? Where are you seeing this? It could be really helpful. Somebody is from Durban, South Africa. Hello. I can't see people's names because I'm doing this through a different software program. So I'm unable to say hello to you personally unless you just say, hi, I am so-and-so. If you want to say your name, then I can say hello. By the way, if you know my work and if you have any questions, since I'm here doing this test video, if you had something in mind that you thought, gosh, I wish I understood more about the Alexander technique or Jennifer's Art of Freedom work or for musicians, you can throw a question out there and I'll just stay for a couple of minutes and answer any questions, by the way. Mary Loney, thank you so much for telling me you're here with your name. That's really helpful. If you could tell me if you're seeing me on my Facebook profile or in the group, that would be really helpful. David Olafson, thank you so much. And for some reason I can see your name. You got 2 notifications. Oh, good. So it's working. Yes, thank you so much for telling me. Hey, Barb, I'm happy you're here. Again, this is just a test video because I've had so many issues recently trying to connect different software programs to simulcast in different places. So I'm thrilled that this is working. Llewellyn, hello. Glad you're here. Okay, great. I don't really have anything to say. I just want to make sure this is working so that when I do a real video, I know it's working and I don't have to be so frustrated. So Barb says, I got a notification for your Facebook page. Do you mean I think you mean the Facebook profile, right? My regular personal timeline, because I don't think I am. Yes, somebody said Facebook profile. Great. Yeah, I don't think I'm broadcasting to my Facebook page right now. Okay, yeah, actually, you know what? There was something I did want to talk about. I don't think I'm going to have time to do a real live video later, but since you're here, I will just talk for a moment because there was a topic that came to mind today for myself, and which is something I'm seeing with a lot of my students. And if you don't know who I am, I coach musicians. I specialize in helping musicians to feel better physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, in every way, just feel better in their whole selves so that they can make really great soulful music with the whole self and free of fear and free of pain. So the thing that was coming up for me today, which I've been seeing in a lot of my students, is, you know, one of the keys to making really great creative music in flow is to know exactly how. It's like there's a mechanism in the human being. There is a skill. There's something that we can do to actively let go. Surrender is really the right word. To surrender to something bigger that's inside of us and around us. And when we can connect to that something that organizes this mind, body, self, and basically organizes how we are in relationship with the world. When you can tap into that which allows that flow to happen, that creative, energetic flow that makes great art, which is always spontaneous and never the same thing twice. When you can do that, things work. But you have to know exactly how to do that. You know, it's a natural ability. Everybody can do it. Everybody can let go and get out of the way. And we do it all the time unconsciously, or else we'd really be suffering a lot and we basically wouldn't even be able to move. So it's a human capacity. It's a human ability that we have to let go, release blockages, release overall tension and constriction so that that energy can flow and make beautiful, graceful movements and art. But it's usually unconscious and we don't know how we're doing it. So this is the thing. This is like the essence of my work, which I call the Art of Freedom method for conscious living and masterful artistry, because that's what it gives you. You learn how to live consciously with this skill. You develop this skill to get out of the way and direct your energy to create what's in your mind. It's like you can have an idea in your mind, something that you want, whether it's a musical phrase that you want to create a certain way, or whether it's something simple like I want to reach over here and grab my coffee cup. You have an idea, and to be able to let go and get out of the way so that your organism can do that in the most efficient and effective way possible. Now, if, maybe I would want to do that to pick up my violin bow. Maybe you want to know how to move your arms and your body in a way that is effortless. And it's possible for everybody. It's a natural ability that we all have to be able to move and live and think and breathe effortlessly. But we need to be able to make that conscious so we can choose to do that from moment to moment. And the reason we need to make it conscious is because over a lifetime, we've all developed all kinds of habits, ways of thinking, negative thinking, what we call end gaining in the Alexander technique, which my method is very much based on, the principles of the Alexander technique. We have these habits of end gaining, which means we're so goal oriented and we're trying to get our results and we're working hard and pushing ourselves and making ourselves do things. It's basically we're addicted to controlling ourselves and trying to control the world. And that's like the opposite of the surrender and letting go and the releasing of constrictions that actually makes things happen really fast, super efficiently, and super effectively. This is why when you have this skill, and it's super simple, very, very, very easy and quick for me to teach my students. They learn how to do this on day one of any program I teach. To learn how to get out of the way in that way instantaneously. Everybody can do it. It's easy. What's not so easy is to remember to do it and to keep renewing that throughout time, and then to apply that to complex activities like playing a musical instrument. It's not complicated, but it is something that kind of goes against a lifetime of habitual tension and habitual negative, self-critical, fearful thought patterns that cause tension in the body. You need to start to observe what you're doing with yourself. You have to observe yourself and get really good at it in a way that is curious and non-judgmental. And this is also something that needs to be cultivated because we tend to be very, we're a critical society. We're goal-oriented and we're critical. We're always trying to improve and make things better, which is okay, but we're not content. And there has to be a balance between being present and satisfied and content here, now, like everything's the way it should be. And to believe that while you also want to learn how to play your piano better, or if you have physical pain, you want to learn, well, okay, I don't want to be in this physical pain. It hurts when I play my instrument. Or it just, I had too much tension, and you're holding your bow with a little too much tension, or you're squeezing your instrument, and try as you might, you can't let go of that. So we have these habits, and you need to learn how to first observe yourself and really get curious about what it is you're actually doing from moment to moment. What are you actually thinking? Most of us think of so many thoughts constantly, and we're not even aware of how our thoughts influence what's going on in the body. One of my specialties is to help people with pain issues, physical pain issues. And those pain issues, they are physical, they're real, but they're exacerbated and prolonged by certain ways of thinking. And most people are oblivious to that connection. So when I can start opening up their eyes to see how they're thinking and how that increases the tension and therefore the pain, it's a matter of just making certain clear little shifts in thinking, making new choices to think differently. And then things go in a completely different direction. Things open up, blockages fall away, things start to move, energy moves, we start to be happier. The Art of Freedom method makes you happier. Not 100% of the time, but you tend to get happier. I am a pretty happy, energetic person. Anyway, so I'm just rambling here, but the main thing I wanted to just share was this, that there is a key to making everything easier, to helping you suffer less in your body, less pain, less tension, and suffer less emotionally, less performance anxiety. You can overcome that. If you've got imposter syndrome, you feel like you're not good enough, you have a lot of self-doubt, you're constantly criticizing yourself, you feel like everybody's out there judging you. If you're like that, you're like most people, but it's sad because it doesn't have to be that way. You just need some information to help you see certain things and to shift things by thinking just a few key little things that are different. And that allows you to surrender and let go and let all of that creative energy flow. And that's when the idea in your head can link up to what is happening in your body, so that the idea can be manifested quickly and easily, and you are able to create the image in your mind, your auditory image, what you want the music to sound like, and you can reproduce what you're seeing on the page, and it just flows through your system and out your instrument easily. It is totally possible to do this, to create art and music with effortlessness. You can do it. I can do it. I can't do it 100% of the time because I'm human just like everybody else, but I know how to do it. And I would love to teach you how to do that too if you haven't tried one of my programs yet. And again, this was supposed to be a test video. I'm going to sign off now. I'll probably chop off the beginning because in the end I said some things that are probably worth keeping. But I'm hoping this was interesting for you. And if you've never taken one of my programs, I do have an introductory program starting next week. And registration closes Friday. So please reach out to me if this sounds at all interesting to you. You don't have to have physical pain to take my Tame That Pain course. The course it's called actually Tame That Pain Now, Play Smarter and Feel Better in 30 days. And it's guaranteed, 100% money back guaranteed. If you don't notice improvement, if you don't start feeling better within the 30 days, and actually I'm giving away 2 extra free weeks. So it's really a 6-week program, and it's designed to be simple, easy, and effective. If you're not noticing improvement, I'll give you your money back. Okay, there's an honest try guarantee. This stuff works. It's very, very powerful. It's simple. It's easy to learn. And I would love to teach it to you. All instruments, all skill levels are very welcome. And this could totally transform your teaching if you're an educator. A lot of my students are educators, and they find that this is incredible. They're just blown away by what's possible, and everybody should have this. Everybody should know how to practice this skill. So I just want the whole world to know about it. This is interesting. Message me or email me at jennifer@artoffreedom.me. That's artoffreedom.me. You can also, look at my website, find out more about my work. You can hear my music on Spotify and Apple Music and everywhere. It's out there now. YouTube. Some of you here are on YouTube. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for helping me test out my video. I'm glad everything seems to be working well. And yeah, be well and contact me if you want to learn how to really transform both your music and your life. If you want to feel better in mind, body, and spirit quickly, just message me. Okay? Well, lots of love. Take care. Bye.